Two guys having a little chat. Two guys having a little chat, yeah.
Merry Chrysler.
Wow, that root beer, that Mountain Dew is kind of weird.
It's very sweet.
Root beer tastes like weed.
It's like a thick root beer.
What's Mountain Dew?
That could just be like Mountain Dew with alcohol.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to Two Guys Small Talk. I'm Evan O'Neill.
And I'm TJ Wasiuk.
And with us tonight we have a very special guest, Ryan Thompson.
How's it going?
Welcome, Ryan. Welcome.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Yes.
For having me.
You've been in the background a few times in our show, but now you're actually on it.
yeah. Normally you just hear him lumbering around in the background.
Yeah. Or maybe just make a few comments and shit like that.
Sasquatch.
So we have a few topics to talk about today in the tech world. The first topic I wanted to cover is this big hack that happened last week. It was on, I believe, Wednesday of last week. There was about 70 million Bitcoin stolen, which is the fourth largest breach in cryptocurrency history. Like,
yeah. Our buddy, Cody Hall, big shout out to Cody. He could not be on tonight. We asked him to be on, but he had to work. Cody was following this before we even knew about it. Cody told me about it. He told me that there was some nerds using a virtual quantum computer to break the RSA of Bitcoin. I don't know why.
Other than just to be fucking trolls and steal money?
Yeah, I guess, man. But this hack was by a cryptocurrency mining service, NiceHash.
No. Was it 70 million Bitcoins or just $70 million worth?
$70 million worth of Bitcoin.
Okay.
Worth,
$70
yeah.
million Bitcoin, because isn't one Bitcoin
I'm
worth
sorry.
7,000?
I stand corrected. NiceHash is the company that
got hacked.
Yeah, they got hacked.
Okay.
They are the Bitcoin company. I'm sorry, I read that wrong.
They are basically a farming company for Bitcoin that people buy into.
Yeah,
it's like that little computer program that all day runs and shit.
Yeah, as we've mentioned before on the show, with Bitcoin, you don't necessarily have to buy into it. You could farm it yourself. You just need a couple of computers that can run 24/7. What most people say is the biggest deterrent is that your electrical bill is going to be higher than the return.
I work with a guy who does that right now. He says in a year he might make, $700 to $800, but he didn't have to do anything for it. So
exactly.
I see the payoff, but to me it seems like something you got to have a lot of computers going at once to really make a profit that's noticeable.
So,
go ahead. Oh, okay. I would say, well, also you have to have a high-powered GPU. So which is graphics card for your computer, which is what powers the mining. So the GPU prices have gone up since people have started doing the cryptocurrency mining.
Right. It's okay. So if we want to ask who did this, the head of the marketing for NiceHash, Andrew Skraba, he told Reuters that it was a very probable attack that came from someone with an IP address outside of the EU. So what they're saying is, we don't know where, but we definitely know where it wasn't. Right? He declined, and then he declined to give Reuters any more details. So it's one of those issues where maybe they know, maybe they shouldn't say, or maybe they absolutely don't know.
I would say the latter. Like, absolutely.
No. Yeah. But what we're also reading here is that the hackers probably won't be able to use that Bitcoin. So they just they took 70 million out of the whole.
Just to fuck with people. Basically.
Yeah, just troll.
Well, it's kind of like when you steal from a bank and the paint explodes on the money. That's why I feel like it is.
Yeah. It's like the money's already been insured to a. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if this was insured.
I mean, I would rather we'd have to have Cody on that because I'm not too. I didn't go too in depth into it. Maybe we'll have him on another day when he's not working.
Yeah, we definitely want to give a big shout out to Cody because Cody was on this shit before it happened. Cody was in the know. So I hopefully he doesn't get investigated. But I'm also seeing on here that some people think it could have been an inside job. Which
why though?
I mean, well, you could sit there and ask why, but I mean, why did Bradley Manning?
Well, yeah, just
give away state secrets. Why did?
It just seems like there's nothing to gain from doing that as an inside job. Like, maybe publicity, but
no, maybe not publicity. What I think
they don't need that.
Is maybe I don't know. I really think this honestly was like a legitimate troll.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that this was done with a certain agenda.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This was chaos theory.
Well, because I feel like I don't know too much of Bitcoin, like I always say, but I feel like each Bitcoin has like a certain like serial number or something. They have to, so they can really track it. You know.
Yeah, it's
so
like
if you try to use it.
It's like that's why I think it's impossible that this had an agenda. That it's like the hostage situation. You hold somebody hostage and you say, I want a helicopter and $200 million. Yeah. It's like, all right, well, first off, that helicopter's being tracked, and secondly, so is that $2 million or whatever.
Yeah.
The demand. $2 million is pretty low. 200 million maybe. Fucking
I feel like it's to bring awareness that you can be hacked, type of deal.
Possibly. If anything, this shows that nothing other than the gold standard is reliable, and even then, in my opinion, you could still sit there and easily say no to the gold standard.
Easily, because we're like technically working on the gold standard, but we're not.
Yeah, the U.S. is baseless, dog. I fucking hate money and banks. Love my country, but I think we're better than the system that we have in place. I'm sorry. So,
small sidebar. Sorry. I recently someone posted somewhere online, and I looked into it. The biggest banks that I looked up on, 4 of them, the top 4 are in China. The 5th one was Chase. Followed by that, I did not know, and then the 7th one I think was Bank of America.
So over there, we do have large investments, right?
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense because if you were to look into the amount of money that China has over here, you'd probably be grossed out, dude.
We owe them trillions, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can think of like 8 years ago, before Obama. I feel like I saw this 8 years ago before Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a Democratic tactic was to sit there and say that if you don't support moderate liberalism or neoliberalism, then we will fall to China, and you might as well start teaching your kids Mandarin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I still think that's a very real possibility. I mean, maybe it's because I play too much Fallout, right? But it was a war with China, dude. It was a war with China. Like, in some senses, they truly are only communists in name because they're like us, but without minimum wage and child labor laws, basically.
I think they're just way better at capitalism than we are.
Yeah, because
it's really what it is.
It truly is, and it's a threat, dude. They are the world's superpower. We are not anymore. We are not anymore. People forget that, and it's disturbing. It's disturbing. In my opinion.
I think it's like one of those things where it fluctuates from year to year, except it's not year to year. It's like probably century to century. Capitalism, or whoever's on, as technology grows,
that's why
some nations are going to be above us, and then sometimes we might make a comeback. But that's
why
us,
that's
really.
why I'm super pro Western values, because the West is what built this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every other economy that is similar to ours is based off of our philosophy. I mean, we took from others. We created an idea, and that idea made us the world's superpower in 200 years, and we were like one of the youngest countries for the longest time.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm sorry, like, we fucking figured it out, and we need to hold on to that, and that's why I'm fearful. I'm fearful for. I'm not to say learning Mandarin would be bad.
No.
But I'm a little old to start learning Mandarin.
Well, it's not us. It's not us. It's our grandchildren.
That's exactly right. Yeah. That's exactly right. I mean,
I'm not about to start learning a new language right now. I just can't do that.
Dude, but, yeah. if our grandfathers who fought in World War II saw us now. Hey, everybody. We interrupt this broadcast to present to you the Babe of the Week. She is a holly jolly. Wow. She is stuffing my stocking right now.
Oh my God, she can
Merry Christmas.
That Merry Christmas.
Wow. If this sounds misogynist, it's because it is. Thank you for enjoying this week's Babe of the Week.
Peppermints.
What's our next topic?
Yes. Slide into the next topic is Apple just purchased Shazam for about 400 million, I believe it said. The topic.
Only 400 million?
So they are worth way more than that in 2015.
What the fuck happened?
They were probably worth double that in 2015.
What the fuck happened? Yeah, you said 400 million. That blew my mind.
They stole that shit.
So the reason why I think they bought them is, one, it's already integrated into their system. Whenever you do like, hey Siri, what song is this? It's Shazam.
I didn't know that was Shazam. I thought it was a Apple program.
No, it's Shazam. And then now they're coming out with the Apple HomePod, their own speaker, their own like Google Smart speaker type of deal.
Yeah, right.
So I feel like that's going to play a big role in it. They're going to integrate it more into their Apple iTunes, Apple Music ecosystem. And also, Shazam, like, you can save the lyrics into your phone. I don't know if you've ever done that. And it gives you the song. So that's going to make Siri even better if they wanted to, I
don't know. Okay. As a person who has habitually typed in lyrics to Google, or, Google mostly, to find a song, I had never thought about doing that. Just saying the lyrics to Shazam until I did. And I was like, what? I thought it was a pattern recognition program.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, based off the music and the lyrics.
It has several different ways.
But you know what? It's a big program. I don't think it encapsulates as much as possible, just because earlier this year I was listening to this crazy ass rap on a local rap station.
I remember this.
No, it wasn't a rap. It wasn't a rap. It was sort of like a
R&B, right?
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out for days what it was. I still don't even know what it is.
It was a hip hop song, and it was a guy talking about bringing a girl to a hotel room, and then his wife calls, and then his wife comes. And he's like, oh, it's like a fucking trapped in the closet style.
Very much so, yeah.
Song. And I just couldn't find it, dude. And I was so upset because I'm like, yo, this song is good. This is because the rhythm and the song itself, the instrumentals, pretty like.
This was on a local station here?
Yeah, dude, like 90.5 or something.
You sure it wasn't like some dude that just had his mixtape out around here?
Probably.
They do that, man.
I know they do that. That's what upsets me.
Really?
Oh, I can't tell you the day it was on, and I didn't take care. Oh, my God.
It was earlier this year. I would have to look back in our text. But...
I know, and it's probably gone forever.
No, you'd probably hear it again if you listen to that station. Was it late night?
No, it was middle of the fucking day. It was like 10:30 in the morning, dude. I was sitting outside of Walmart. It was raining, so I was waiting for it to slow down raining.
It's 98.7 and like 102.3. They'll play the
No, it wasn't one of those. It wasn't one of the popular radio stations.
Okay.
It was one of those off ones that you don't really hear about. I don't even know if it truly was local. They could have just had a larger broadcast range.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was like one of those songs that you're like, whoa, that's totally different. I want to hear this again. I need to find this.
It was both entertaining.
Yeah.
The rhythm was good.
Mm-hmm.
So it was truly weird. It was like, okay, yeah, whatever. This dude's wild. He's talking about cheating on his fucking wife in the hotel room and getting busted. And I'm like, yo, culture.
Yeah.
So Shazam, it's not perfect.
It is not. But it's a step for Apple. I mean, like the last biggest acquisition they had was the Beats by Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Say, and kind of something that they're going to be working towards. But the next topic we had was the Atari Box, which this has not gotten much press at all. And
the pre-orders start on December 14th, so if you're watching this now, you still got a little bit of time.
But there's like nothing, they have explained nothing about it. All they have showed is images. And
Let me talk about this.
Yeah.
Let me talk about this. I'm looking at it for the first time right now.
Yeah, me too.
And it looks kind of sexy.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
It's a very low profile, box kind of.
It's got a really sleek feel.
It's a modern take on the 70s era Atari 2600.
Yes, and that's what they're going for. I feel because Nintendo did it. Why can't Atari do? But they're doing like a 250 point mark, which is like, what will be playing on that? It has to be a modern game.
Dude. So what we're seeing right now is earlier this year, Atari said it anticipated shipping the console in spring and expects prices to run $249 to $299.
Dude, that's cheap. That's cheap. I paid $500 for my PS4. Almost $600 actually.
Who
this is Atari,
are
though.
trying to fuck? They're not fucking any millennials with this. They're not fucking any. They might fuck some Gen Xers. Y'all are stupid. What the fuck, dude? An Atari 2600 mod for $250?
I just don't know what they're trying to do because they have not marketed it at all. They have never showed anything about it except for the images.
Are they making 10 of them? What the fuck? I mean, it looks cool. The image, the fucking thing looks cool. It's like this squarish, it's square with rounded edges.
It has the little vents
router. It looks like a computer router.
It looks like a Link router almost.
And it's got a nice little wood grain thing, and it's got sitting on a wood table, so it looks supernatural. Like they did really good with this shot. But $250 fucking dollars for an Atari? Holy shit! I wouldn't pay that much for a fucking GameCube emulator.
I don't know, man.
The only thing I think it could be is like a Steam box. I don't know if you heard of those.
Yeah, it better be. It has to do more. It can't just play a couple of fucking 8. What? It wasn't even 16-bit. What was it? 8-bit?
If that. If that.
But a pre-8-bit fucking.
I doubt it's going to play those type of games. I think, like you said earlier, it might play some modern stuff because there's no way you could. Like you said, there's no way you could play those kind of games and then have that kind of price.
Maybe
it's going to have to be something new.
Maybe if it is also
it might
like
play
a home entertainment system.
It might. Well,
I mean, like have access to apps that are
like a Fire Stick or Apple TV.
Who cares? Maybe it has a bunch of storage on it. Maybe it's just a HD. Maybe it's just a hard drive, an external hard drive. $250 fucking dollars.
They haven't said
enough about
it. Am I overreacting?
No, they didn't even show a controller either. They just show the box,
And pre-order start on the 13th.
And there's no.
Give your fucking investors some incentive. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is why you fucking stank. You idiots. This is why you fucking buried E.T. desert like retards. Fuck this next topic. Let's talk about something else. I'm mad.
You were cutting out there, but that was hilarious. Um,
I'm bad.
let's see.
I bet I was the computer around.
All right, we need to let the computer catch up.
What, you went and saw Justice League, huh?
Okay.
You went and saw Justice League, huh?
That was last week, my friend. We talked about that.
Okay.
This week I saw the disaster
You can cut
movie.
that part. You can cut that part.
Okay. So this movie I saw the disaster movie with Garrett and Kenny. And I don't know if you've ever seen The Room, but basically what it is, it's like a mockumentary of
how
The Room.
made.
Yes, but it's based off the book. Apparently, there's a book called The Disaster Movie. I believe it's made by the author or someone that was in the movie. I do apologize.
It's very made up.
Is it made up?
Yeah, I mean, it's a movie about a story.
Yeah, but anyways, fucking hilarious. There was a lot of celebrities on that show or on that movie that I did not expect. Do you remember the guys?
When you say hilarious, is it like sarcastic?
No, it's like
is it
fucking ridiculous, like Borat in a way.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so I mean, was Franco in character? Like, was he Tommy Wiseau?
Yes. Yes. They all played their characters that were based off real people.
Okay. Okay. So there was no oversight narration explaining.
No, not at all.
Good. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, it was
I've
pretty
never
cool.
seen The Room. I found out about it recently.
Then that reminds me of that boxing movie with Christian Bale, and he's a meth head.
The Fighter. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
With Mark Wahlberg, I believe.
Yeah, that's Wahlberg, dude. I didn't want to mention Wahlberg because that would be too obvious.
Oh.
That was a really good movie. Holy shit! I saw it in theaters, dude.
Me too.
I saw it in theaters. It was so good. It was like that must-see movie of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's always a boxing movie every year.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Continue talking about The Room. It's funny.
So, I don't know if our viewers are familiar with the Bath Boys. Evan, I've shown you them on YouTube. Remember that group on YouTube? But Peter Gilroy, like the main guy, he's actually has a little scene in it, which is like, hell yeah, that's so cool to see.
See our boy getting some fucking work, huh?
Yeah, it's like a little 5-minute scene, which was cool to see. But
cool.
Yeah, it's a movie that you can see why it failed, why that movie sucked so bad, why it was the best bad movie.
Okay, so I mean, would you say that The Disaster Artist is serious?
Serious in what way?
Like it's telling a story. The story just so happens to be pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, I mean, like they that's pretty much what it is. I mean, it's like
Where does it start?
I don't know. It starts pretty much when Tommy Russo meets Mark, or meets the guy that plays Mark. God damn it.
Okay.
That plays his best friend. The guy that when he meets his best friend in theater class in San Francisco. It starts when they first meet.
Okay. So it's a little bit of biography in there.
It is, yeah.
Okay, all right, that's cool. That's what I want to see. All right, thank you for sitting there and answering those tough, difficult questions that I was asking because I'm not very clear. But that's cool. That's what I want to see. I want to see the founder. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, like show me a little bit of background of what they were doing before they were doing what we're talking about.
No, yeah, they definitely go, back when they first meet, and then they go into the production of the movie itself. And then a little bit afterwards, and then at the end of the movie, they do a few scenes side by side, which was pretty sweet. Like they recreated the movie with their own characters.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I just watched Rocco.
Yeah. How was that? I never heard about the
All
guy
right.
until you told me about him.
Wow, Rocco. I've known about Rocco, I feel like, my whole life.
Been a while.
Rocco is a documentary on Netflix that's about the porn star Rocco Siffredi. He is the Italian stallion. You are of E-fucked fame, and you know about that. There was a clip that he was in famously where he put his dick in a girl's ass, and then he went to go put it in her mouth, and he had a little smear of poo-poo on his wiener, and he said, "Oh no, it only smells. It only smells," to this girl. And she's like, "No," and then she ends up sucking his wiener anyway. So it's pretty.
Hold on.
This dude is.
Can you repeat that? What he said?
It's only smells.
It's only smells.
No, it's only smells.
What?
Dude. She's just like, no, I don't want to. And he's like, no, it only smells. It only smells.
Not about it. And then you just shove it in there.
So Rocco is probably wrecked more teenage asshole than anybody on the planet. He's been a porn actor for 30 years. He's known because of, honestly, his big dick and then his personality, because it gets in their heads. He gets in their heads.
Really?
Yes.
The people he's fucking? The actresses?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He establishes a relationship with them before they fuck. He meets the girls like a day or two, sometimes 3 days before the scene. He gets to know them.
So like a personal bond in a way.
Yeah. It's weird. But no, I don't mean it's weird. But what I mean is like
different.
It's weird to explain. Like if you watch the movie, even though it's almost entirely in subtitles, because he's Italian. His natural language is Italian, so he speaks in that a lot. But it is a fantastically shot movie. It's very raw. There's a lot of nudity in it, and there's a lot of like the safer work version of sex, like a lot of chest up stuff. Like it's shot very, very well. They do a fantastic job of never breaking the fourth wall and acknowledging the documentary, other than whenever they're doing the interview session. Like there's a couple of times when you're like, they put this in the movie, and this is them fighting. They put this in the movie. Rocco Siffredi retired last year, so this movie starts from his announcement that he's retiring up until the last movie that he shot, which was roughly a year. And it talks about his home life. It talks about how he's getting out because his two sons are teenagers now, and he's kind of ashamed of that. He talks a lot about of why he did it from the time that his brother died whenever he was a child to whenever his mother died, which kind of like furthered it some more. He did it for 30 years, dude. And he's married and has two teenage sons.
Wow.
Yeah, and like the family knows, everybody knows. He's just like, you feel bad for him. There's a couple of points whenever he opens up and he's very vulnerable as a man. And he talks about how anything good in his life he feels like he has to destroy. And I'm like, what? This dude fucking destroys women's pussies and asses, and he's talking like this. And I'm like,
so it's a very deep and humanizing documentary.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get past the male penis in the movie, and really there's not a whole lot of male penis. There's more female breast than anything. I don't think you see one female vagina. You see plenty of ass, but you only see, I think, Rocco's penis like 2, possibly 3 times throughout the whole movie. Mm-hmm. The rest of it, it's like it's the visualization of sex. It's not sex itself, and in that it's an hour and a half long, and it's goddamn, it's good.
the whole time you were enthralled.
Yeah, it's shot. Yeah. Oh my god, I couldn't stop, dude. It was so good. It was shot for shot, filmed in like probably 4K or something. You know? Good. It's a good movie. I mean, it's not safe for work. It's an adult film, but if you at all interested in the porn industry, check it out, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I have
Sorry,
two other documentaries I want to mention.
Oh yeah,
First,
yeah. You did watch
first,
one.
the first on the list is just a small way you could just generally talk about, which was highly entertaining. Which was, I don't know if you guys ever seen Everybody Loves Raymond. Brian, have you seen that show or ever heard of it?
I've seen it. I know. Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
might have
my family used to be pretty big on that. Used to always watch it.
Yeah, it was the most popular show for a while.
Yeah, it was almost like a Roseanne in a way. So the creator of that decided to go to Russia and recreate a Russian version of Everybody Loves Raymond.
I'd actually heard about this a couple of months ago, but this is the documentary about it.
Yeah, I had a fucking dig because I was looking for documentaries, and it was like towards like the middle of the bottom. Like, this is a fucking quality documentary. It's all the way down here, but it was highly entertaining. You basically are with the guy the whole time, experiencing how it's like to interact with the Russian culture and our cultural differences of family values and stuff. It's very interesting.
I feel that.
Definitely recommend that if you want. It has a lot of laughs. It has a lot of like what the fuck moments.
I bet. Because it's culture. It's a culture thing.
Yeah, it is. It's good in like a look into kind of the Russian culture, but also into the video TV production area. And then
So
the
what was
second
this other one that you saw? Yeah.
the second one, this was like last week or the week before, which was Jim and Andy. It's about Jim Carrey.
Oh man, still haven't seen it. I'm a little scared to watch it.
Why is that?
I haven't seen it, but Cameron watched it the other day, and she said it was really, really good.
All right, I'm a little scared to watch it because I watched that movie and Man on the Moon, and I was a little disturbed by it.
I thought it was good.
But also, I mean, Jim has been in recent media,
Yes.
so it's not like, why did Jim pop up in the media recently? And he has a documentary that came out like 2 or 3 months later. You know what I mean? I think there's a little bit of marketing there.
Probably.
It's like Barry is black-pilled and cynical. Oh, by the way, here's this documentary where he lost his fucking mind and he was completely method.
However, he wanted this documentary to be filmed back when he was filming the movie, so he wanted to release it. There's no way he didn't want to release it though.
Yeah. Why did he wait 20 years?
Honestly, I don't know if you know, in the 90s, he experienced a lot of depression during this time, during this filming. Liar, Liar.
The character.
Yeah, him and himself, like,
he was all over the place.
Yeah, and then recently now he still like doesn't like to be around people. He likes to be a hermit. He explained. You know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like delving into his life, but also delving into.
Well, you know what? You know what I think? I think Jim Carrey has always been that person, and then for maybe like 10 or 15 years, he sat there and embraced his youth, and he became that popular, crazy, zany kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just grew out of that and went back to being the depressed guy that he is.
Could be so. I couldn't say.
I mean, one of his favorite bands was Cannibal Corpse. It was in the first Ace Ventura. Like,
when they go underground and the walkthrough. Mm-hmm.
You know, look at his music that he's listening to, but way back then, 20 years ago.
I mean, they kind of show like snippets of him when he was younger in the show, in the movie or the documentary, but they don't really dive too deep into his psyche. But I feel like this one does a lot. And it was definitely something you have to watch if you like the psychology of a person. I feel not even like just if you're a Jim Carrey fan.
I get it.
You know,
I would like to see a documentary about Daniel Day-Lewis being a fucking crazy person.
Oh,
or Robert Redford.
also, I don't know if you saw, Daniel Day-Lewis recently said he's not going to do acting anymore. Did you see that?
No, yeah, I saw that.
He's
What?
quitting.
That's okay.
No.
He'll come back, if ever. He'll come back in 15 years and do the role of his lifetime. And then, done, die. Because he's got
Probably
cancer.
one more role.
Some
But man,
dumb shit. Yeah.
What can you do?
I'm gonna just call it quits after fucking There Will Be Blood. I'm not gonna watch anything after that point.
He did some weird movies after that. He did this one weird movie where he lived on an island with his daughter, and they had like an incestual relationship. That was fucking weird. I don't remember the name of that movie. Anyways, let's wrap this up.
yeah, I think we're got to end on a sour note, but but it's okay.
Daniel Day-Lewis never raped nobody that I know of.
Anyways,
Even
Ryan,
if it
I know we didn't talk to you too much or dive into you, but thank you for being on.
You're welcome. Just here for the ride.
Yeah, he's just here to hang out. We'll work with him a little bit Wednesday.
Yeah, that's fine.
If we can, yeah.
TJ is coming to Louisiana in about 2 days. So one day, maybe if you're watching this on Tuesday, today if you're watching this on Wednesday, and we're going to do a lot of filming, a lot of skits, a lot of sketches. We're going to do a Two Guys Live next week within the group, or maybe on the Facebook page, probably the Facebook page.
Probably at Facebook. Yeah, probably better.
And it's the holidays.
Ooh.
So,
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
jingle jangle jangle.
But anyways, please comment, rate, subscribe. Tell us what you think. If you have something to comment about what we just talked about, I'd love to hear your opinions on anything we've discussed. I'm TJ Wasiuk.
I'm Evan O'Neill.
And I'm Ryan Thompson.
Thank you. We love you. And good night.
Buy a fucking t-shirt, please! We need your money!
It's not easy for a teacher to maintain his dignity.